Welcome into Dave Campbell's Texas Football Instant Recaps from the UIL State Championships here in Arlington at AT&T Stadium. I'm Max Thompson. That's Matt Stepp. He's the DCTF High School Insider. And Matt, Highland Park has three-peated 27-17 over Shadow Creek, and they had to replace a lot of parts from last year. No John Stephen Jones, but Chandler Morris kept this thing going.
Yeah, behind Chandler Morris, an efficient offense, and what a defensive performance. Prince Dorba and the rest of that Highland Park defensive, the front four especially, really did a good job of keeping Jamarian George, a really elusive quarterback, contained. But other than that, they really shut down Shadow Creek's offense and kind of held off a little surge there at the end and showed some championship mettle in getting a hard-fought 27-17 win.
We'll talk a little bit more about Highland Park here in a second, but Shadow Creek, first-year program under Brad Butler, what a job he's done. It's 15-1, unbelievable run that they've gone on, and just nothing but congratulations to them for making this far.
Absolutely, he set the bar really high for sure.
Yeah.
But you know, the thing I noticed right away, first drive was a little shaky, the big return, but Shadow Creek settled in, and the moment was not too big for them. They went toe-to-toe with Highland Park in this game. Highland Park moved the ball, but in the red zone especially, the Sharks' defense really clamped down, forced a lot of field goals. And I thought in the fourth quarter they found some things offensively to get moving. I think just dug themselves a little bit too big of a hole.
Yeah, the hole was too big. It was 27-9 there going into that fourth quarter, and the resiliency that they showed, though, also another sort of hallmark of where they've come along this season. The close win over Richmond Foster, the close win over Wagner.
Yeah, Wagner. Two close wins over Foster,
and then two close wins over Foster. Just really impressive what they're building there, and I think we'll see them back at this level maybe next year. A lot of guys back.
Absolutely. This is a young program. They've got some seniors, but not that many. They got a few guys to replace, but generally this is a young team, and I think they've really showed a lot of resiliency and a lot of championship heart that you don't see from new programs. It takes time to build that kind of character, and Shadow Creek's got it right away, and I think Sharks fans should be really happy with this coaching staff and the job they did, because I think they're going to be around for a while.
Highland Park, always known as a great, solid program. There's no doubt about that. But they're on a pretty special run right here. What do you make of Coach Allen sort of finding this championship streak later in his career there?
It's really great. I mean, Granny Allen has lost 28 games in 20 years at Highland Park, which is a unreal stat.
Right.
But he's never had a run like this. I mean, it took him a long time to get one title with Matt Stafford, and now they've run off 3 in a row, and I think it's a testament to the talent that Highland Park has. You know, obviously they're a great system and they're a great program, but they've got a lot of talented kids, maybe not all the Division I players, but they've got a true team concept, and they execute so well. And, talked to Brad Butler before the game, and his mantra was, we have to go out and beat them, because Highland Park will not beat themselves, and they make you beat them, and because they're really good, they're tough to beat, and they just don't make mistakes, and they didn't make any today, and Shadow Creek made a few, and that was really the big difference. Highland Park just makes you pay so dearly for the mistakes.
And they might make teams pay again next year. I think they're going for the four-peat, especially with their best players back on both sides of the ball, and Prince and Chandler.
Yeah, Chandler Morris and Prince Dorba are back. I think they have a really underrated offensive line they're going to have to replace, but generally speaking, Highland Park's good in the trenches, and I have a feeling they've got some guys waiting in the wings that are ready to step in and fill those shoes.
Congrats to both teams, but especially the Scots on the three-peat. We'll see you guys in a little bit.